Hey guys, welcome back to Rugrats Season 2, Episode 5, Part 2. The last one was Showdown at T-Charlie Corral, and this one is Mirrorland. Well, it starts pretty amazing. They have, Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and well-centered episode, and of course Angelica's not there, but Dee Dee comes back in. Well, of course, it opens with Grandpa feeding Tommy, and then Dee Dee comes in, Tommy's mom, and starts. She's bringing in this box of. Well, she brings in this mirror, this old mirror that she got at this antique store, which is interesting. That it says Golden Oldies, and then Grandpa says, golden oldies? No, not golden oldies, golden oldies, she tells them. It's this new, apparently there's this new store in the mall that sells frozen yogurt and antiques. And I'm like, okay. She paid $15 for a box of stuff in the mirror. And I said, well, I couldn't say no to it for $15, and plus they had, they threw in a free pint of avocado swirl, and of course their interest is focused around the box, and of course the mirror. So Dee Dee just sets the mirror down there, and Tommy's just so enthused about it, and he starts going at it. She said, "No, Tommy, no, that's dangerous." And I'll hear play with soft things, and she squeezes this little teddy bear like this, and then of course Grandpa loses sort of the pack mule, and he's bringing in all the stuff that Dee Dee bought. I guarantee you she spent more than $15 that day with all the stuff she got. Either she got the world's dumbest salesman ever. I mean, wow. I mean, all the stuff she's bringing in 3 or 4 boxes of stuff. I mean, she got a pretty good deal, and then of course they're going through it, and then we cut to Dee Dee, find this outfit that's here, and then that's in the box, rather. And she said, "Well, I'm going to go upstairs and try this on." And then Grandpa's looking at the box too, and he finds this old wig and some glasses, and he's like, "Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this on." And of course, the babies are talking about, they don't know what a mirror is. It's like one of those new objects, and they come up with their own ideas on what the mirror is. And then, oddly enough, Chucky sort of becomes Angelica a little bit in this, where he's sort of making it up on top of his head, and you can tell it and you know it. He says, "Well, tell me the other babies want to know what a mirror is." So he said, "Oh, well, a mirror to Chucky is," he says, "well, a mirror is just like, it's a whole other world on the other side of people just like you, only said opposite. A mirror, because a mirror, you see everything backwards in a mirror, so he assumes that," which is interesting, and all that there's a whole world behind the mirror. And I think when I was a kid watching this, I was really young, and I kind of thought that there was a little bit of truth to it. I mean, when you really think about it, everything is opposite, and maybe a mirror is a gateway to somewhere else. So the babies are interested in going to Mirrorland that Chucky's talking about. I said, "Well, you can't just go into Mirrorland because there's a mirror boy always, or a mirror person blocking your way." That is to explain the reflection of yourself. When you look in the mirror, you see the reflection. And it gets interesting because they go out and they want to explore, and Tommy's charged at the mirror, and of course Tommy and Chucky do it at the same time, and they come up with this idea of the ball. And Tommy's like, "Okay, this is my favorite ball, so it's probably his favorite ball too, the mirror Tommy." So he holds it up, and of course he kind of looks back at Chucky anyway, doesn't realize it. And he says, "Okay," he's looking at the ball now, and then charge, and then they both charge the mirror again. And of course Tommy hits the mirror, and it swings. It's like a double-way mirror. It swings back and forth. It goes up and down, and then it picks Tommy up and flips him in the box on the other side. And then Chucky goes too. And all of a sudden, in the box, and of course Chucky thinks, oh well, I think we're just right back where they were, which of course they are, but Tommy gets the idea, oh, I'm going to explore Mirrorland, so he's going to go up there and explore the whole house, and of course he encounters his mirror mom, or his mirror mommy as he says, and Dee Dee's got the tutu on, but she can't find her glasses. And of course, she's blind without her glasses, and you get this whole comical thing where she's running into things. And of course, Tommy thinks she's a robot, and then Chucky and Tommy go and hide in Stu and Dee Dee's master bedroom upstairs. And then we cut the Grandpa in the bathroom trying on this big giant redhead wig, and of course, we get this funny scene where Grandpa Lou says, you know, if I was born a few years earlier, or a few years later, I could have been one of them heavy metal stars. And then he's using the toilet plunger as a guitar, and then of course Dee Dee calls for Grandpa Lou to look for her glasses, and then he said, well, hold your horses. And of course he's still got the wig on. He goes inside of Stu and Dee Dee's room. He said, no sign of those glasses in here. And then Tommy and Chucky, while they're hiding in there, they say, oh my god, it's my mirror. Oh my gosh, it's Mirror Grandpa, and his hair's on fire. And of course, they run away from him, and they don't. And Grandpa Lou doesn't notice. And then on their way downstairs, they have a run-in with Spike, but it's not Spike because he's just playing around in some dirt, and he's got this he's playing around in one of the boxes that Dee Dee bought, and of course Dee Dee's glasses fell into one of these boxes, and he's got Dee Dee's glasses on, and this fake beard and mustache somehow gets put on him, and then of course when Tommy and Chucky see it, it's like, oh my goodness, it's Mirror Spike Run, and then of course they keep cutting back and forth in between time with Phil and Lil, saying, oh well, I bet they didn't go anywhere. Assuming, and then they were like, oh yeah, well I bet they're still, if they didn't go anywhere where Phil, then why haven't they come back yet? So maybe they got lost in the dirty clothes hamper, Phil. Oh, did not, did two, did not, did two, and then you get, they're sort of, the peanut gallery, they're arguing back and forth while this is happening, and then of course Spike chases them down, and of course Spike thinks that they're wanting to play, and then Spike is chasing them, and they find the mirror again, and then Tommy and Chucky are like, oh no, the mirror boys are right in front of us, right in front of it, blocking our way, and then Tommy says, move over, mirror boys, we're coming through, and then he just charges, him and Chucky charge it together, and then of course they get flipped over again, and they land inside the same box where they were, and then they were asking, oh well, are they back? Are we back? And of course Grandpa decided to take off the wig, and of course he finds Spike and says, hey, I found your glasses, Dee Dee, and then she puts on the glasses, and then she sees, yikes, Pop, take that wig off, and then of course Grandpa says, hey, where's the ballet? And of course it's, she's wearing the ballet tutu still, and of course Dee Dee sort of, puts her hand over her legs like that. And you get like a little panty shot of Dee Dee there, and she's like, oh okay, I'll go take this off, and then Grandpa picks up Spike and says, hey, I'm gonna take Spike out back and hose him down. He's filthy as an unwashed potato. And then of course Tommy and Chucky see Grandpa Lou being back to normal, and Spike being normal, so they assume they're back home. And of course Phil and Lil are waiting for him. And then of course Phil and Lil are like, oh, what was it like? And then Tommy says, oh yeah, and well, Mirrorland was really great because my mirror mommy and Grandpa were really weird, and then the mirror Spike tried to eat us and all, and then of course the episode ends out pretty much right there. But all in all, It was a good episode. It was funny, and it kind of had a little bit of a childhood memory there, and it really, plays good on, what children are really thinking, and I just, I really liked it. It was a pretty good episode. But all in all, that's it for season 2, episode 5. I will see you again in the next episode. So until then, I'm Justin, that 90s guy. Take care, and all the best to you.